Okay, now I've been seeing a lot of videos that they're going to be banning naked short selling. They're going to be stopping it. First of all, you're not supposed to be naked short selling. Okay, what they're doing is basically, you know, the I gotchas and looking for it later. But anyway, as far as the shorting of the bank stocks, or just even if they did it across the board, let me just explain something to you. It originally started with, we have to put a ban on shorting bank stocks because a lot of deposits are leaving the banks. People are shorting the banks. I talked about 2 years ago. I said this in the fall to short the banks. They've extended it, and here we are now. Nonetheless, shorting the banks, if they stop that to protect that, and let's say some people are saying Morgan doesn't want the bank stocks to be shorted because, you know, obviously they bought, what was it, First Republic? I don't know who bought SVB and who's looking at right now, PacWest, whatever. But let's say the big banks don't want nobody shorting those stocks. It's happened before, 2008. Think of the other side of it for people that haven't lived through this shit. You're not going to be able to short it. That's not a retail thing. Okay, that's a those motherfuckers thing. You're not going to be able to short the bank stocks. So that means the bank stock, without the shorting, stays artificial. Think about it. Shorting is a natural practice. So what we're living in right now is, by banning shorts on bank stocks that are in trouble, we're technically creating an artificial market, because the ebb and flow is, if you think it's going to go up, you place the bets it's going to go up. If you think it's going to go down, you place the bets it's going to go down. That's a normal cleansing process of Wall Street. Now you're saying we can't do that anymore. But here's the thing. That's just creating an illusion, and the banks are going to collapse. They're still going to go down. Deposits are leaving. And anything that they're doing right now, I mean, the debt ceiling is a facade. I mean, they're going to still continue raising interest rates. We don't pump oil. It's fucked in every way. People are going to keep pulling money out as the inflation continues to happen, and wait till the more job losses come. But what I'm trying to say is, the original thing, as far as like, if you ban shorting of bank stocks that are in trouble, understand the opposite is going to happen, and you're going to have a fake inflation, like of the share price. And if it gets too high, obviously they'll stop it. But all the people that are cheering that, do you even know what you're cheering? You're cheering the artificial inflation of a bank stock, of a stock that should be crashing. I always talk about the market being like, you know, the Matrix. This is beyond the Matrix. This is like Disney World now. You're supposed to short companies. It's a process. It's a normal process. But no, we have to protect the banking sector. Why? Because another bank is buying another bank, and we have to save that. Now you're starting to see the illusion, okay? They're putting protection on those bank stocks. But I got to tell you something. Let's say when they were shorting and naked shorting a lot of corporations just recently into the oblivion, and people were losing jobs. How many people lost their jobs in all these companies that were shorted to the ground? You go, Lou, but that's not a bank. The bank is going down either way. People are taking deposits out. It doesn't matter. This whole fucking thing is just, it just stinks. This is just another level of why, like for real. Like, you look at Wall Street now, I'm like, well, what's next? You can't buy in the morning, or wait a minute, no, Thursdays and Fridays retail can't invest. What kind of weird shit are they going to keep coming up with? That's why the market is no longer the market anymore. Just saying. There you go. Well, by the way, I'm probably gonna make 1 or 2 more videos. I dealt with like a bazillion pounds of bullshit today, and I think I've had my fill. So talking about Wall Street is already making me like, I'll probably have a cup of coffee now and calm myself down. Probably do a video on that fucking, the whole Perky squirrel. Was it Perky squirrel? The Alaska thing, whatever. The market is bullshit right now. It is getting worse.